combo today. Crabbing in. I am the plant token, and you are watching me try to get to Mythic. Playing some Greasefang combo today. In Historic. This is like an all-in combo deck based around the boss here, Greasefang. You just play this, and then return a vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Ideally, you do Parhelion. Return it from your graveyard. You need a vehicle in your graveyard for the combo to work. This comes back. You crew it up, and then you smack them for 13 in the air flying, and leave a couple of angels behind. A pair of 4/4s with flying and vigilance. Then they have to be able to answer the 4/4s. You also have the Greasefang still on the board. Pretty much have 12 power on the board. The Parhelion will bounce to your hand at the end of the turn, but ideally you'll have more ways of discarding it. So the combo is really just vehicle in your graveyard, play a Greasefang. So you can get there as early as turn 3 a lot of times. Like the Greasefang is the hardest part of the combo to find. There's only 4 of them, and you gotta have it. We've got 5 vehicles. Sky Sovereign's it's just not as good as Parhelion. Like, there's some edge cases where it might win you the game over Parhelion, but it's pretty much a straight downgrade. So we have ways to discard these artifacts. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is just a great card overall. I don't think anything needs to be said about that. We've got Bone Shards, part of our interaction package. It's our only removal, but you can kill a creature or planeswalker for 1 mana. You can use this to discard Parhelion, one of our vehicles that we don't need. You can also use it to sacrifice a Stitcher Supplier, so you can mill extra cards. This is another good way of getting the Parhelions into the graveyard. Sometimes you'll accidentally mill your Greasefangs, and you can then use Can't Stay Away to reanimate them, get them back out of your graveyard. And this also has flashback, so if the game goes long and you'll end up milling a lot of your deck, and then pretty much the whole combo will just be in your graveyard. You can 5 mana flash your guy back. Other ways to get the vehicles into the graveyard include Goblin Engineer. This guy makes it really easy. Like if your starting hand is Goblin Engineer and Greasefang, you've done it. You just turn 2 Goblin Engineer, turn 3 Greasefang. The Goblin Engineer searches your library for the Parhelion and puts it into your graveyard. So it does like half the work for you, like all the heavy lifting. We've got 4 Thought Seizes as our other interaction with the Bone Shards. These are great. Obviously, clear the way. The main way they can interrupt your combo is obviously if they counter your Greasefang. Like Thoughtseize can pull the counter spells out of their hand. A lot of times if you don't know if they have a counter spell and you can't see, you just gotta kind of wait it out. You don't want to get your Greasefang countered unless you have like a Can't Stay Away, and you can do it twice. You have like 5 mana, you play the Greasefang into their counter spell, they counter it, then you just play Can't Stay Away, and you're like, oh, we're still going up, bud. Also, Wishclaw Talisman. This is a way of assembling the combo. You'll typically play it on 1 turn, and then you'll need enough mana. You want to be able to activate the talisman to go find the other combo piece that you need, or the interaction. Sometimes you'll grab Thought Seizes. Like you have all the combo in your hand, but you don't know if the coast is clear. You just like Wishclaw Talisman for a Thought Seize them real fast, take whatever they have. Like their instant speed removal can stop the Greasefang from doing its thing. So like you need to play the Greasefang and then pass to your combat phase. And once the combat phase begins, you get to resurrect the Parhelion. So if they have an instant speed removal, they can kill your Greasefang before combat starts, which will mess you up. Or like a bounce spell. Other than that, you get the combat phase, Parhelion comes out, you crew it up with the Greasefang, smash them for 13 in the air, and then pass the turn. And hopefully they just give up, but they might have like a board wipe, Wrath of God or something, destroy all your creatures, in which case, yeah, you'll need some resiliency. You can either Can't Stay Away your guy back, or just draw another one. Finding the Greasefang is the main issue, so I'll mulligan pretty aggressively a lot of times. Once you got it, you got it. It makes the game pretty easy. There's a single Faithless Salvaging in here. I like this card. It discards the Parhelions if you need them in your graveyard, and also if you're like Hellbent, it says discard a card and then draw a card. So if this is your last card in your hand, you actually discard nothing, and then you get to draw a card for free. And it has rebound, so like on your next turn also, it can potentially just draw you 2 cards and you don't have to discard if you're hellbent. I like this card. Yeah. The Deadly Disputes are obviously great, but sometimes they lay in your hand and you don't have a way to cast them. Like, you have to sacrifice a Stitcher Supplier or a Goblin Engineer, and you're fine to do that. If you have either one of them out, you're stoked. Those are the best targets for the Deadly Dispute. You can also Deadly Dispute the Wishclaw Talisman away. You can activate the Talisman, and then while the trigger's on the stack, you can sacrifice the Wishclaw to Deadly Dispute, and then you get to draw 2 cards, and then you still get to search your library, but your opponent doesn't get the Wishclaw Talisman, it just goes to the graveyard. So it's like a one-sided tutor. Just pretty sweet. It comes up sometimes. It can also happen with the Goblin Engineer. If you have a Wishclaw in your, like, in play, and you have another one in your graveyard, which doesn't happen very often, you can activate the Wishclaw, sacrifice it to the Goblin Engineer, go grab the other Wishclaw out of your graveyard. Your opponent won't get it. You get the tutor for free. And it's yeah, it's pretty sweet. I wasn't sure about Wishclaw at first, but it wins a lot of games. And like, it seems bad because your opponent's gonna get to tutor also. But if they do that and they go find like a Wrath of God or whatever they need to blow up your things, then you just get it back, and then you get to search your library again. And it usually it's not actually one-sided. So we get to search twice, they get to search once, we get to use it first. And a lot of times you're just going and grabbing a Thoughtseize and Bone Shards or whatever. Yeah, it's a fun deck. The games are really fast. It can grind a little bit, but yeah, I'd say the games are like 5 minutes or under most of the time. You just steal a lot of free wins. The Greasefang turn 3, they tap out, and they're like drawing cards or playing Mana Dorks or something. It's just, sorry, bud. So yeah, see if we can get the Mythic. Should be a good time. So this hand looks good. We need to find a white mana. But these Stitcher Suppliers are gonna mill a ton of cards. We should at least get a vehicle in the yard. Deadly Dispute's a good draw. That gets us white mana. I think I'm just gonna Deadly Dispute here. This potentially sets us up to go off next turn if we mill a vehicle, which we don't. Okay, we drew a vehicle. And we drew a white land too. So do I supply here? I think I do. So we'll have a white land next turn. If we mill a Parhelion, we can go off. I guess I could wait for him to play a creature and I could have Bone Shards the Parhelion away. Yeah, maybe I should have just waited. He's probably gonna slam a creature being on green. That works. I think we just Wishclaw, Bone Farts. And then next turn, I mean, if he taps out, we're feeling good. Players can't gain life. Alright. Taking some damage, but it's fine. Alright, this hand is just going back. Like, the Goblin Engineer just grabs a Parhelion, so we essentially have 3 Parhelions. Those Parhelions don't do anything for us. And vehicles. Guess this is better. Goblin Engineer grabs the vehicle and puts it in the yard. We're gonna put the Fable back, I think. Or maybe the Can't Stay Away. So we're not gonna be on the self-mill plan. And this gives us redundancy if we do draw We're gonna sacrifice the engineer to the deadly dispute. We might bone shards. We want the interaction, but they can't stay away back. We have to draw a Greasefang, and then it's got to die for that to be good. Oh, we don't have black mana. That's not great, but we've got 31% chance to draw a black source. I didn't realize that. It's probably I would have mulliganed again, I think. Mulligan pretty aggressively. But there we go. Search the Parhelion. Now we're just on the dig through our deck and try to find a Greasefang and a deadly dispute. I mean, we could Goblin Engineer. For Wishclaw Talisman, and then we could Wishclaw, get it back from the Deadly Dispute treasure token. I think that's a little bit out there. We'll just Fable. He's playing blue-white. This card's good against control. They kind of have to answer it like multiple times. He probably foretold, saw it coming or something. I don't know if I want to discard this land. I don't think I want to discard anything. Alright. That's legit. Okay, a Goblin Engineer for a Wishclaw. And then we can sacrifice a treasure token to the Wishclaw, or to our Goblin Engineer, to get the Wishclaw back. Activate the Wishclaw. So we've got the Parhelion. He's got counter magic up for sure. Thoughtseize. Snag that Deluge. Oop. What did he have? What does he have foretold? I can Wishclaw Talisman. No, then wait till next turn. We saw his hand. He doesn't have any interaction there. It might be a Doomscar he's got. He's holding back. Just fine. It might be a counter spell. So we might have to, we can activate the Talisman, get a Greasefang, play the Greasefang, and then if he counters it, we can't stay away. We've got enough mana. So we can try to go off twice next turn. He's gonna need to have do I have anything else in my graveyard? Too bad. I could almost pay one. If it's instant speed removal, that's the worst thing. But I don't know of any blue-white instant speed removal. He'd have Foretold. You could obviously draw on something, but a counterspell, I could totally see that being a saw it coming. I could see it being a saw it coming. I've seen it coming. I've seen it coming. All right, so we kind of expected him to do that, but we played around it. I can activate the reflection of Kiki Jiki, duplicate a Goblin Engineer. I guess I don't need to. Yeah, sometimes the Greasefang is just in the bottom of your library and you're cooked. Sometimes you just draw like this. I got a Greasefang, I got a Goblin Engineer. Unless my opponent has an answer, he's fucked. Turn 3, I'm gonna just cook him. And I get to go first. Sometimes the game just says, here, you can win, bud. And sometimes you just top deck the nuts. It's just random. It's randomness. Sometimes I could get in my head in tinfoil hat like this isn't fucking random at all. Yeah, this guy's gonna have a bad time. Gonna have a bad time. You tapped out turn 2 to draw a card? Critical mistake, bud. That's just how it goes though. Like if you don't have interaction on turn like 1 or 2 and your opponent has the good draw, you're just fucked, dude. If you don't have like instant speed, counter your shit, or kill your shit, bounce your shit, rest in pepperonis. See, he had a way to clear my board, and I still, turn 3 I popped off for 13, turn 4 I popped off for 13. Your deck just, sometimes you got it all. Opponent, that was hopeless, it felt hopeless for him. This hand, don't think I want to keep it. This one I do want to keep. This one's a little slow, turn 4. I'll be able to combo off, but I don't have any interaction. I'm not doing shit till turn 3, just Fable. So, that guy just discarded a Parhelion. I'm about to get comboed off on. He discarded it turn 1 though. He's gonna be able to go off turn 3. I'm not gonna be able to go off till turn 4, and he went first. He's just doing a lot more than I am. Maybe he doesn't have it though. He's drawn about 1,000,000 fucking cards. That kind of makes me think he's digging. Happens to me. Hey. Dude, yeah, this guy's drawing so many fucking cards, Jesus Christ. I have to keep top decking Parhelion or Greasefangs. The fucking cat is gonna be out of the bag next turn. If he doesn't get me here, it's gonna feel good. He went first. Yes, dude. He doesn't have it. He didn't find it yet. He's went through 25 cards, hasn't found the Greasefang. Look at this. I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them. Yeah, he's doing the same combo. First time I ran into it. Boom! So this hand is, I go first, I draw cards, I don't have either of the combo pieces I need, but I got interaction. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't love it. The Wish Claw can find me either piece of the combo. It's just a little slow. Okay, I just milled the Parhelion, so the Wish Claw can find me the Greasefang. Maybe the Deadly Dispute can find it for me, or I can just top deck it. I feel like it's a good option for sure.
Never rely on top decking. You should never rely on top decking.
Homie just got smoked.
That's strategy.
Boom. See, popped them. Turn 3.
Nice, dude. Cruising right now, dude.
No, it's like that mirror match. I beat that guy. He drew fucking like more than half his deck or half his deck and didn't find shit. Oh, I keep finding the wrong shit. Dude, I have like Deadly Disputed creatures away. Drawn extra cards, still drawn like 4 lands in a row. Other games you just can't get them. My homie's just fucking leaving up tons of counter magic. This turn out game, I feel like I'm just getting controlled. Alright, that's a good draw though. About fucking time. Counter spell. Yes. You have another one? Popped him. Popped him through a counter spell. His hand looks all okay. I'm a mulligan. His hand looks better.
Game over.
The guy's telling me you're go. Fuck you. I'm I'm like, I thought seized him, and I'm like reading the cards in his hand. He's like, here we go.
Like, no, dude.
He's like, I realized that. You just playing a bunch of fucking jank, so. I'm gonna fucking give him a year go when I got him fucking dead. I gave him a year go and he gave up. Not worry about the 1 pip. See this hand, it's gonna mill a bunch. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards. Guess I keep it, but I don't got either piece of the combo. I don't know. I feel like I've been just mulliganing aggressively on this fucking game, and then it's not giving it to me. So I'm gonna just keep the starting hand and play it out. All right. We just milled a Parhelion. He's playing a life gain deck. That's fine. Let me see what you got there, bud. Seize those thoughts. Just need to draw a Greasefang or mill a Greasefang. 20 cards through my library. I think I dread Deadly Dispute here. Draw a couple extra cards, mill 3 extra cards. Land. There's a Wishclaw Talisman.
Swinging.
And stick the Parhelion bounces to my hand in a turn, but I can just Bone Shard, sacrifice a creature, second main phase.
Swinging the Mythic.
Watch, it just won't give me the pip. It'll be a 0 pip game.
That's what I was wondering. Like, I don't know if you have to just maintain and win a bunch to get it, or if that was doing 98%. I think it would be like 98%.
You can use my Wish Claw Talisman, bud. Search your library for anything. He's searching. What's he got? Go find a Depopulate. I guess what, but I've got the Wish Claw. I don't need it, but did you search for a Soul Warden? Dude, I'm gonna hit him for fucking 20 something next turn.
Oh, you're gonna hit that?
Unless he goes infinite here. I think he is going infinite here, isn't he? Yeah, I'm cooked. I can't. He's gonna gain infinite life, and then I'm gonna mill before he does. Is there anything in my library I could go find? No. I'm just cooked. That's crazy.
What? There's gatekeepers on the way.
Dude, people are popping off, right?
Yeah, the story was fun, man.
Damn, I don't have all my colors. I think I gotta play the Bright Climb on white because I have a lot more black sources in the deck. And I just draw any black source and I go off on turn 3. I didn't draw it yet. It's not a black source. That's a white source though. I can put this on black. That works. This guy's trying to race. We'll see. This guy's gonna need some fucking shit. Alright, we're back to our fucking promo.
Nice.
My Stitcher suppliers have just not been hitting today. They've been milling like 6 cards, 12 cards, and then just missing, which is pretty unlucky, I feel like. Like I have an 8% to hit a Parhelion, and then like a 4% to hit the other, or 2% that there's like 10% chance I'll hit a fucking Stitcher supplier, and it's on a mill, and then I mill 6 times per Stitcher supplier. It's like I should have hit one, theoretically. I'm going against mono white. Did I kill his Soul Warden? Kill is probably his Valkyrie. This potentially sets us up. Hey, I milled one. It's about time. Like I said, this will be a turn 3, I'll go off. My opponent will just feel fucking bad. Maybe he's just gonna gain a ton of life and fuck me up though. He top decked the perfect card. Those Voices of the Blessed just get huge. Don't block my 5/5, man. That's the wrong choice. That was that totally wrong choice. That was the wrong choice. He should have blocked one of the 4/4s. I want that Parhelion to die. I still think he's dead. Item for 13 plus 8. Yeah, he's done. Oh wait, no, he's gonna gain life. He's gonna be at like 2. He's just got a land in his hand. He's blocking the wrong thing again. This is my game. You can't be fucking up like that, bud. It's because this thing I get to bring it back from my graveyard into play every turn. But at the end of the turn, because my Greasefang brings it back into play. Oh, I shouldn't be hovering my thing. But then it bounces it returns it to my hand at the end of turn, and I really want it to be in my graveyard rather than be in my hand at the end of turn. So him like blocking it is just putting it into my graveyard for free, and I don't have to worry about it. It's like next turn, I'm gonna hit him for a fucking million flying. Oh, Fateful Absence, that's good.
Simulator. First game in Mythic.
Yeah.
I'm curious, if that mono blue deck that I was looking at that has really good results in Explorer, if Explorer isn't a dead format, I would grab it. I don't think anything rotates out of Explorer. I don't really know what Explorer is. Alchemy is either. Just one magic.
Historic has all the alchemy cards. And I think Historic's pretty much any of the cards that were released on MTG Arena.
Right, it's like
And the weird alchemy cards. Like the alchemy are they aren't physical cards, they're the ones that only got released on Arena.
Right. I wonder what Explorer is. Another thing like that? There's just fly buzzing around in here. You fuck off. What's Reggie?
If they go low enough, she'll fucking eat it.
Let's see. Nice, and he actually catches him, or she catches him?
Yeah, she'll kill.
So, that's a good dog. Tried? I don't know if you succeeded.
I could Wish Claw Talisman for a Thought Seize. Maybe I'll do that. Next turn, he's just exiling my graveyard. Just main deck graveyard hate, bud. He's gonna exile my graveyard, but I think I might be alright. Who knows? He can Wish Claw Talisman for some shit. But then I'll have double Wish Claw Talismans up next turn. He's gonna probably grab a board wipe. And wipe the board. Yeah. And I got another Parhelion. And he's dead. His Wish Claw Talismans, man, you can just play around the hate. You climbing. Just the promos it doesn't want you to have. I went from 93 to 94? I'm not sure what point it starts counting, but
1,000?
I'm going against 1061.
You have a chance to fight on.
Tabananga.
Probably like top 50.
Like Covert Go Blue or something. I just need to draw fucking mana and I'm gonna be in great shape.
Just clean up a little bit.
This is nuts. I can actually go off on turn 2 here. I've never done this. Turn 2. Wait, I got the Parhelion in there, right? Yeah. This is nuts. Best hand I've ever had. Popped him. Turn 2 concession. So maybe you get a number at the top 2,000?
Oh shit, there's at least 2K then.
Trying to figure out how this all works.
Fuck, maybe there's 3,000. I'm curious.
I hope you play a creature, friend. He didn't play a creature. Something black.
There's a 2022 resources now. Hey. Qualify for a tournament if you're top 100 in Mythic or non. You said you saw a guy that was 1800?
Right now I'm going against 1799.
You might have to work on like an MMR based system so it's never static. It's like once your MMR is high enough, I think you get the rank, percentage. And yeah, I don't know. It changes your number if you reach. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a solid answer. I think it always changes.
Yeah, they're a little secretive. I could see that.
But if you get top 1200, you get invited into some wild tournament.
I'm crushing. I'm like 5-1 since I've been in Mythic. My percentage ain't moving much. This guy's fucking top tier. 384? It's like, damn, boy. That's like Covert Go Blue Tabinanga. Oh, if I get on one of their streams, I'll just troll so hard I'll time them out. No.
You guys just starting flat and just like, I need to flee or something like that. Flee. Flee. Slaughter.
This guy's just like, he's thinking pretty hard. He's playing Is It. Going against Is It Phoenix? This guy just fucking. Alright.
Was caught up into his leisure.
Got him. 384. Cooked. Is It Phoenix? My.
Man, big team, you need the armor break. Power break.
Going against Slivers. Feel like I've only got cooked by Slivers.
Carry now, black mirrors. Literally just hits 400, 200. Password, dude?
Let me mill a fucking vehicle. If I can mill a vehicle, I'll pop off turn 3. Nope, it just lands and lands and lands. This hand's kind of got everything it needs. I guess I better keep.
Whether it's top 1,000 in the world, these are some fucking S-class teams.
And I can use Wish Claw to get there on turn 4. If I can chump block my way to turn 4 and hope he doesn't have too big of a board. No instant speed removal. I got a Thought Seize, so I have an extra mana somewhere. I Wish Claw next turn. Yeah, and I have 1 mana. I can Thought Seize him next turn. Take 2 damage. He took a Parhelion. He's never gonna be able to cast that. It's unfortunate, bud. It's risky using Thoughtseize and taking 2 damage when I'm getting fucking aggroed down. But I think I gotta do it.
Find a better role for Greekers. It's just Songstress. Warrior? Oh yeah, this one's a warrior.
Alright, don't make me use the Wishclaw Talisman. Just let me draw a fucking Greasefang. That's easier. Oh, he just drew a Thoughtseize. He's gonna Thoughtseize me. It's fine.
Oh yeah, Riku Warriors play. Yeah.
I should be dead with the Wishclaw Talisman. But maybe not. As it stands, I can block and live by 1 health. Oh, he just top decked the sauce. You dog.
Where's Excalibur? You get 30 damage?
Just need a top deck land and I'm fucking styling. It's not a land. You fucking perfect top deck. Just give me a land, man. If I draw a land in like the first 5 cards, this game is gonna be mine. Finally got one.
Game over.
This is another hand. This hand's perfect. I just need to draw a land by like turn 3 or 4, 5. 40% chance. It should happen. You gotta keep this. There's no way you can't. Giada if we're going against Angels.
Wrong. The most control I've ever seen. Long games.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's good. It's probably a lot of fun to play. You're trying to grind a fucking bunch of matches out though. I swear this combo deck is tons of fun and it's fast.
Alright, I'm just trying to find if I randomly have any historic decks.
I just played the wrong land. Can't believe I just played the wrong land. I was gonna show this guy who's the real Angel deck. I blundered. Dude, if I play Collective Company, that thing would miss every time, but this guy's gonna hit fucking Giada and something else. Oh my god! I just played my land on the wrong fucking color! Oh my god, I'm fucking... Dude, that's twice. I had the out. I need to lose this game. Dude, I just... 2 turns in a row. I fucking just stopped paying attention. Just thinking of how many ways I have to own this guy. And I draw a tapped white. I guess that's better than nothing. Not dead? You drew a land, okay. I draw another land. Dude, this guy's top decking like a boss though, alright? See if I can't top deck like a boss. That's not it.
Chapter 1 complete. Let's go. Progressing in the game.
Draw another land, you little bitch. Yes!
Save my progress. Scratching the itch.
Dude, this guy is top decking like a boss. Finally, dude. Dude, this deck is sick. It's like all fucking commons, bud. What do you mean? This shit's jank. This hand looks good if I can just draw a mana? Username.
Let's go get Sin. And we're about Xanarkin. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna. I guess... I hope it didn't make you sad.
I wasn't sad. I was happy.
The conversation in the waters of Makalanya is perhaps the most iconic in the whole game, but iconic doesn't necessarily mean happy or joyful. It's nice to see Yuna again, and for the two to be reunited, but whatever is said ultimately comes as a double-edged sword. Whether a joke or not, Tidus asks Yuna whether she shouldn't just quit the pilgrimage altogether now that she knows it's wasting her mind, or just leave them in her mouth. She entertains the thought, and the two daydream of a future in which she did. You know, live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will. Would everyone be surprised?
Yeah.
What would I do if I give up my pilgrimage?
Hey, Xanarkin. Let's go to Xanarkin. Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from. Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. And then we'll have a big party in my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
You said our Ace would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play. In the stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Right on.
What
sea. Then it spreads to the sky. Then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter. Until everything glows. Truly happy, if only for a few moments out there, in the sparkling darkness of Makalania. Decides to continue her pilgrimage. And Tia
Alright, here's a chance where we can activate our Wish Claw Talisman and sacrifice the Deadly Dispute. Opponent's kind of popping off. So, there is that. Full control, activate, and then Deadly Dispute. Gotta grab a Greasefang.
Greasefang.
Oh, did the Deadly or Wish Claw and then Deadly disputed it away before my opponent could get it. I'll put out the Stitcher supplier. I just need a mill of Parhelion. It'll be alright. Dude, I ran into Blue Eye a fucking number of times. That deck can be oppressive. I've beaten him a number of times too.
It looks fun for sure.
That like Teferi that they play is so much better than the Teferi, like the other Teferi in Standard. That Teferi is just nuts. This one could be close. I hope he doesn't got fucking pump spell, trumpet blast or something. Just give up. He's got one card in his hand. I'm about to take 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna block the 1/1s. That seems. He might have a 3 damage spell. I can just take it. He's got a pump spell as his last card, I lose. So he hasn't got a fucking pump spell. If he does, good for him. If he doesn't, I win. He just played my Greasefang. He stole it from me, from my deck. It's not going to be enough. dude.
On the far side of the Colorades, intercepted by a Yemen party signaled by Seymour once again, but defeat them and move on. But Una was no longer right away. Titus has his thoughts on why this is, and it's something I've taken with me ever since. The idea of never taking any measure of it.
Sometimes you will just stare off into the distance. I finally understood why. She was saying goodbye to the places she'd never see again.
The snowy mountains are Gagas of lies ahead. It's one of those areas that really embodies the type of final stage in the game since it's a hostile place, always moving upward and away from civilization and everything that felt safe and secure. But here, we meet Count Ronso again, and may serve beside the little trial in the room. He will not let us pass, and go so far as to threaten the party with death.
Ooh, this hand's good if I can find a white mana. Going against Jeskai. I haven't seen this land before. Hall of the Storm Giants just leaving mana open. This guy is fucking... He's on it. This guy's reading all my graveyard. Every time I mill something, he's just like picking through my graveyard. It feels stop fucking.
He's like, what is that?
Stop hovering, dude. Just
I
fucking.
don't see that often up here.
Just mind your own business, dude. This is not made a list at all.
Yes.
This list is literally nowhere to be. Like maybe I just found a broken list, but that means I'm like some kind of deck building god.
Right.
Now that can't.
Deck building legend.
That can't be right. The combo of I made the deck better and I'm playing it pretty well. Here comes the Thoughtseize. What do you got in your hand, bud? Don't let me combo you, bud. You counter the Thoughtseize, I'm still gonna try with my Greasefang. But if you let me Thoughtseize you, you can Lightning Helix. That kills my shit. Oh, dude, yeah, take. He's got 5 mana. He can counter my shit, he can kill my shit. I don't want him to kill it. Counter it and put it back on the top.
Yeah, you played some cool shit. What was that? Helixes.
My shit just gets countered if I go for it here, but he gets put it on my library second from the top. I can just faith the salvaging it, hopefully next turn. You need to counter this or you lose, bud. If I top deck a land though, I'm gonna be fine. Oh, you can cast that spell again? Each player shuffles their hand and graveyards into their library and draws that many cards. That's just like a hard reset on the game. That's crazy. See if I can't just mill. I got a Citrus Supplier. He drew me 7. I didn't hit one. I do know that Fable the Mirror Baker is annoying as shit for Control to deal with. And I got 4 fucking Stitcher, or 3 Stitcher Suppliers. If he wipes the board, I'm gonna mill 9. I'm just gonna slam a fucking Greasefang. Wrath of God, but I tell you. I tell you. Fable is such a good card. I don't think this is like the best deck for it. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, he's got the Teferi. Like this thing, draw a card and then instep, untap 2 lands. So it's draw a free card and then use all your mana. Oh, you get 2 more that leave up for a counter spell. You get the feeling he's got counter magic up. I almost wanted to slam anyways, because next turn I can slam twice. We'll just run through his fucking counter spells. Number 1, counter it. Feel good. Feel like you got me. He didn't get me. He just gave up. Fuck him.
Awesome.
I was ready to just fight through 3 counter spells. No white mana, but we got the Greasy Boy. How aggressive? This hand has got to be fine. I can keep it. It's slower than farts, but oh, opponent's got the same sleeves as me and he's just cycling. It's a little concerning. Really would like to buy a white mana. Or I'm gonna have to go off on turn 5 instead of turn 4. Which is typically not great. You'd be dead. Dude, I'm going to get some crazy cycling deck. This is rad. Good game.
This guy, you smacked him on the class and I'm just logging in Sephiroth.
Drawing all the extra cards, not hitting the extra mana. This guy's already had instant speed, 3 mana removal. Nice. Nice, a white source finally. I can go off twice. I can Greasefang. He can try to kill it. Anytime people say nice, you're like, do you mean it, or are you just gonna pop off next turn and fucking blow me up?
It's hard to tell if they're actually gonna be true. Toxic. There's no fucking genuine.
I didn't even realize there was like a turn 2 I could resurrect my angel. So I guess it's obvious, but it happened, yeah, like however many games ago. That was just the quickest pop off. Turn 2, hit you for 13 in the air flying. Just feels bad, man.
There's a big swipe. Early swipe too.
Drawing all the cards, milling all the cards. Just want to see what we need. Just mill all the cards and not see shit. I almost Stitcher supplier back, or can't stay away. It's another Stitcher supplier.
My first sale.
A sale? Were you selling some Diablo shit?
Yeah.
Damn, boy, some player auctions?
No, D2 GSP.
Like same difference as player auctions or whatever? Dude, congrats.
Side income?
Well, it's just so I can build. I can buy items later on.
Dude, if you lived in Bolivia, dude, you feed your family off that.
Yeah.
No, that is wild. Like a lot of countries, like how the inflation is, like being able to make $3, fucking $10 a day, it's like farming gold or whatever, and then trading it to Americans is like super viable income. Or boosting people's accounts in League of Legends and shit. If you live in like fucking New York City though, there's no amount of accounts you can boost to fucking pay your rent. Don't exile me, bro. Dude, exiled both of my fucking Stitcher suppliers? He's feeling like a boss. That's when your removal just lines up so perfectly. Spikefield Hazard's putting in overtime. Look at this card, Experimental Frenzy. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You can play lands and spells from the top of your library. You can't play lands or spells from your hand. What? It's like the ultimate when you fucking got nothing left. This guy's deck's cool. Look, he's got Mythic Championship Qualifier Sleeve 2019. This guy ain't fucking new. I'm fighting against legends for sure. Two Tormod's Crypts in the main deck? Off the top of his library? Dude, this guy is fucking doing it. This guy got 3 Tormod's Crypts. That's insane. Why? Why?
I don't think much. Annoying
Dude,
guy,
look.
he just runs and actually.
This guy got 3 Tormod's Crypts in play. Exile target player's graveyard. It's all it does. This guy's certainly popping off. Is he just going infinite? Like, what is happening here? I literally don't know what this guy's doing to me. He's got 9 cards left in his library. In turn 5. This guy is just fucking churning through his deck. Oh, I'm dead. He stormed me out. Wow. Fucking cool deck, bud. That was fucking rad. Oh my god. Well, this hand looks pretty nice. What you don't want to do is tap out next turn, bud. It's a mill deck.
got a fucking amazing card.
Going against the mill deck? I don't want to... I could have turned 3, but he's going to have counter spells, I think. He's playing a bunch of shitty fucking flash creatures. Maybe he doesn't even have counter spells. Why wouldn't you have let me attack and then flash your guy in? See, this guy's Mythic, and he already made a mistake that I'm certain was a mistake. You could have played it better by waiting one more click before you did your thing, bud. Let's see if he's got it. He's probably holding the counter spell. He's just a boss. Oh. This is my favorite deck. This is my favorite deck. There, so much fun. It's so much fun. Dude, you see this counterspell this guy has? This is insane. Pact of Negation. Costs 0 mana. Maybe I can start climbing nicely, go on a nice run. Historic's been sick. I had a fun time. Magic's just fun. Standard has gotten to like it's literally touched it. Use the angel deck now. Going versus top 99, top 100 player in the world. He's just playing some fucking crazy aggro too. Just think we're gonna get him. It's gonna give me a percentage or what? I'm fighting top 100 here.
So yeah, so start with so aiming towards either blue, white, or green. There's a conversation between starting either with Civil Servant, Echo Inspector, or with Nerds. Really focus between Civil Servant and Echo Inspector. And then we obviously fell on Inspector to keep us towards the main colors.
Yeah, and also full disclosure, I was in this group. I said a few things I didn't like when I did that. So I have some additional thoughts afterwards. Other group, any thoughts on this pack? What maybe what you might have taken? The spoiler alert, we both don't full
Oh, nice.
didn't take it, yeah.
And we have similar feelings about monocolored, solid combos.
Yeah.
No, I really like starting blue because it's kind of that mimic between like you have the brass where you go border and you have the brass where you kind of vice versa right now.
So this is I'm glad we got different axes. There's a lot of really interesting battery axes. So recently, yesterday or maybe the day before, I'm not sure how many people saw this. 17 lands just added a new feature.
Very good.
Yes, so they have now more granular data. So now we'll look at the data from top players, middle tier players, and bottom players. Now all the cards are running in those types of players. Often, more complex cards or cards that offer a lot of decision points. All run from all time was the one that got used for that. This is a card that is doing really, really well in good players' hands. Pretty poorly in not so great. And there aren't, just to give an overview of this, there aren't a bunch of cards that are that much differently amongst the great players and not so great players. But there are some notable exceptions. One of them is Jax's. Jax's is pretty bad actually, if you're in the hands of a not great player. I think that's like a 40% percentage. Obviously, the bottom players are going to drag the percentage of their accurate damage. But it's accurate when it tracks its accurate rate. I think it's something in the neighborhood of 54, not sorted by users, right? And that's not a good card, right? But if you go to the top users, it gets up in the 60s, and that's a notable increase, right? Even accounting for the good players only. So that is something to do.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Do we know what the rate
We do. I don't remember. Somebody told it to me in my chat yesterday. I think it's around like, and this is just like ballparking. I think the top ones were like 60 and above, the mids, and the bottom ones were like 52 and below, or 51, maybe even lower than 50 below, 44, 49 or something. So the mids are in the 50s. So yeah, just noting, like I know if you're just looking at Jax's rate, it might be like, oh, that's not even a good card in a bad deck, so why would I want it? But it is I would say a good card in a not so good card, and I think it is worth it.
So
But I
I like
totally agree.
vehicles.
I would also
Just like a vehicle
okay.
combo. It's so sick.
Okay, moving on. So yeah, thoughts here.
Alright, so Nightclubber is pretty solidly the pick here. That's even if we end up in Obscura, it gives us a lot of opportunities, and it's just a house. I think the other conversation here was potentially Celestial Regulator, but I think it wasn't properly considered.
Yeah, I do think those are the two in the conversation here. By the way, I guess when it's the easiest to do this is the other group. If you feel like there's anything, instead of being like, what is everybody else thinking? Everybody going like, yeah, I agree with that. If there's ever one that you're like, oh, I'm not sure about that, I might have done something differently. Like, feel free to chime in. But we'll just go through. So yeah, I totally agree. Night Viper is great here. I do think that the stretch of blue white means a lot on the decision here of like, hey, maybe I just want to get into the best deck. But at the same time, that's not the best way
In light of Kirby and Dark Man,
yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, spoiler alert, we didn't end up with Ectocast Regulator by the end of the game.
I actually still don't mind
That is, yeah. I was gonna say it's funny. We were talking the whole time in the draft. We're like, what is the other group drafting? Because like we're getting all the good cards. All right.
We just cut it off.
Yeah, exactly. We cut them terribly in pack 2 and 3. All right, we get to this pack and
And so like
yeah.
pull around to pick 3, and then I think I was looking at regulator or larcenist here as the 2 solid, and then just went for the 2 color instead of the 3 color, with the expectation that it's probably gonna be easier to cast.
Well, no matter where you take it. But also, I think regulators. Right, I think regulator is in the deck. You can be casted with counters, of course. If you have no plus on counters or both counters, I think it's probably just better. So I'm on board with this. This pack with the options.
So I think the conversation here was between lackey, goons, and hold. And looking at the fact that we had a black card, I think we came on Durgoons just because it was such a strong card compared to everything else.
Totally, yeah. I think it's just the best card.
Pretty replaceable.
Yeah, exactly. It's not very replaceable. Like hold for ransom. You know, I'm just looking at this pack.
Nice.
What is the best card? And that's Curtain. And if we had really strong pulls into white, maybe you make a concession and take hold for ransom instead. I'm just taking the best card as far as pick 4. Moving into pack 5 here.
So this is something to kind of keep us a little bit flexible, whether we end up black, blue, or white, blue, and it really gives us a good opportunity for some connive, which might be where we end up either way.
Good as a regulator. I really am on board with this pick too.
Actually, I'm remembering now. So there's a conversation about the Shadow Seraph there.
Yeah.
About hey, where we are right now, how much Shadow Seraph might fix our mana later. But we decided that we would probably get the opportunity to pick up one later on, compared to probably not later.
And also, I would say it's also good to not necessarily say, hey, I'm going to play all these cards in my pile. Let's pick up the fixing, the medium fixing at this point. I just want to be like, well, let me see if I can dial into 2 colors first of all, and then if I need to splash afterwards or want to splash afterwards, I'll probably figure it out. Right? I think taking the Seraph is like you don't always have to play all your cards in your pile that you draft early on, right? Like it's all about the navigation. If I don't play this regulator, that's fine. If I don't play 2 black cards, that's okay too. Hypnographer is the most flexible card here, and it's still roll.
And just one other thing there is that for me personally, I'm terrified about not having enough early plays.
Yeah.
So the Grifter also fits it.
Totally. Yeah. Fair point. All right. We move on, and we'll skip through. We'll jump through these end packs. So we're taking the developments. Actually, interesting.
Oh yeah, because this was that or the first witness protection.
Yep.
And I think that we were just speculating at this point, not knowing exactly what we were, but knowing that tonight now we have the ability to potentially turn on that 5 mana cost in the graveyard.
Yeah. So this is one of the picks. I didn't veto many picks. I vetoed this pick where I think we wanted to take witness protection. We were thinking about taking witness protection, right? And I said, you know what? I think we can do witness protection later. I also think that, and one of the conversations we were having is, oh, it's a fast format. Maybe you don't want a bunch of card draw. I agree, you don't want a bunch of card draw, but this is a pretty decent card draw spell. And like, as long as you have good early game, you can capitalize on that by having good card draw spell. And just let loose the less replaceable, I would say. And like, witness protection, I could take equity, but I could probably pick this thing up. It's still early. I'm still going for the high six. Alright.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I probably just 24 the fairness of the pack. I would have preferred to be honest.
Oh, wait, no,
Personally,
interesting. What would you think?
Drunk Cat, Paragon, Sewer Crocodile, the Witness Protection.
It's not into the indulgence at all.
I've never seen it do anything, and I've never made my head.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you do want to be enabling the 5 pillars, or 5 mana values things, right? If you don't think you can do that fairly easily, then it's not a great card. But it's also not the worst as a thing to do on turn 2 filter if you need to filter, hit your line drop, stuff like that. So it's like, I think in the deck that makes good use of it, it's going to be the most powerful card. That's how I draw it all the time, just making sure, just going for the high upside. You're not going to miss the Chrome Cat. I might miss the Chrome Cat. I love Chrome Cat, but... okay, this is an interesting pick, too.
See if we can get his removal or counterspell.
This was the slip out the back versus fake. And looking at it now, obviously, I think the slip probably would have been the pick here. But at this point, we were still kind of waffling back and forth. And based on what we thought we were going to potentially have, with the two Blitz creatures that were really good, we ended up on the fake. But honestly, now that I look at it, I kind of wish we picked the slip.
Yeah, so I really like both these. It's really tough, and it's kind of funny. In a blue-white deck, we definitely would go for slip. In a black-blue deck, we definitely would go for fake here and good ECBs. So it's kind of a toss-up. It ended up being there, not panning out in our favor, but I think either was good. We ended up the pack, and we got Taverns from there.
Yeah, not really great here.
Yeah, we see a Croc, and we see the Silver Surfer. So what were the thoughts when we saw the Silver Surfer?
Yeah, we were really. So this is the wheel pack, and we were floored by the fact that Civil Servant came around. No one was tucking into white. This is the actual clue that like the white packs weren't really good at going around the table for this first one because no one picked up on probably one of the best color combinations. So I mean, maybe that was a little bit of a signal there, but.
So I would say that one of the things that is most notable about this pack is somebody did Jax's, but somebody else did Goldhound and Sizzles and Taverns, right? Like this is the perfect kind of wheel pack where it's like, wow, people took cards I definitely wouldn't have taken over these cards, so I can more comfortably in pack 2, pack 3, pivot into what I want, what the decks I want to be in, the white decks, really. So this is a big indicator to me that maybe there's a lot of times there's some apprehension about like, look at our pile here. Like, how can you envision a world where we end up in a white deck? I mean, you can, but it's kind of difficult, right? You're just looking at these cards. This is the kind of pack that makes me go, oh, I feel very comfortable. That is something that I'm given the opportunity. I opened the fire and hope to see. So was there somebody who was going to say something?
I was just, I remember we were going to take the Silver
Yeah.
The couple like, do we cut the black? Like, what's the right way to go? It worked out in the end, but I just agree with you. I didn't think of it that way, but Civil Servant tells me, oh, green is open. But really, the thing really is that white is open. That's really what I think.
Yes, I think so. And Silver Servant, like, it's kind of tricky because, like, oh, green, maybe it's one with specifically, maybe it's just people couldn't add them. In our pile, you can't. It's hard to think about picking into green. A lot of people might have done the same thing. Right? Maybe they didn't have so much hurt.
3 red, 3 black are going.
Yep, exactly. It's really telling. You take a Revelation of Power. Right. Broker's Hideout, that's another good thing. Right? That comes back pretty late. People take it, medium cards over it, which is nice for us. We speculate here. We go Silver Gardener. We might end up in green. That's there. Okay. So we end up there. We open up to blues. A nice little open for us because we are kind of in between. Maybe we're white, maybe we're blue, maybe we're black, and it's just like, well, no matter what, we'll probably play this card. So it's kind of sweet here. But were there any other thoughts about this deck?
I don't think there was anything that was like, oh man, we should totally take something else over to based on where our colors are, but kind of just acknowledging a couple other things in the pack that was in the back of my head, like the Pugilist, the Rocco, and Regulator were big notables to see if they came back around.
Yep, totally. Big time. Alright, and then we get to this pack, and I think we all had the collective reaction. We went, oh, a Halo Fountain. Oh, wait, a Crowbar. Oh, wait, an Overseer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I specifically clicked on Sleep with the Fishes.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, there's Crowbar. And then, wait,
Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is a really interesting pick, and I didn't step in on this pick or anything, but we were floating around a little bit. Maybe we should take Fishes. Maybe we should take Crowbar. So Overseer is the best card in this pack, and the pack, our pack one, gave me in my head the confidence to be like, yeah, let's just take white card here because I don't think a lot of people are cracking white.
creates a simple, effective skincare routine customized just for you. You just click the link provided and fill out a 30-second diagnostic quiz, which in just a few clicks,
Smell the Parhelion.
skin goals, and then a team of dermatologists will design a regimen just for you to be shipped directly to your door. It's that simple. This skincare routine helps you fight acne, reduce oiliness, prevent wrinkles, combat dark and puffy under eyes. As somebody with chronic dark under eyes and dry skin, I really enjoy Geology skincare product because it helps me feel refreshed in the morning and at night. It only feels fresh, it smells fresh too. Head to geology.com, that's geology.com, and take their free skincare quiz to save up to 50% off on your 30-day trial. Even better, join their Geology Galaxy community. Tips, giveaways, and more at discord.gg/geology. Thanks again to Geology for sponsoring today's video, and back to the Mystery Detectives. Amazon Game Studios, which is where the story begins, was formed back in 2012. When Amazon bought action shooter developer Double Helix 2 years later in 2014, they got a head start. Double Helix was founded back in 2007 and had mostly forgettable titles like Battleship and Silent Hill Homecoming, but managed something half-decent with Killer Instinct back in 2015. Double Helix would form the backbone of Amazon Game Studios. Amazon had only ever sold games as a distributor, but had expressed more interest in creating their own video game developer in-house, which explained the AGS initiative. AGS, or Amazon Game Studios, initially would create mobile games and otherwise not so noteworthy titles. But that's not Amazon enough, surely. September of 2016, and Amazon would announce not just one, but 3 major titles, including one we have already covered on the series, Crucible, and one that we are covering on this episode, New World. New World was set to be a sandbox survival MMO based on the colonization of the Americas with a supernatural twist. New World was described as allowing players to choose between playing as a farmer, a crafter, or an adventurer, as well as focus on building camps and towns to survive the harsh environment. Even the journalist describing the game in their article likened it to Rust, or an Ark-type MMO, with colonialism thrown in there. Whatever you were likening it to, an MMORPG is one of the most complex genres, and Amazon was signing up right at the top. Amazon being willing to jump right into the field might be super exciting, but no matter how much money they would put in, if they didn't understand how an MMORPG works, then it would be mostly for naught. We've seen this happen time and time again on the series, with big players entering the online space, only to leave with their tail between their legs. There were next to no details concerning New World for the next 2 years following the announcement, as typically expected of an MMO that can sometimes have a development cycle of 5 years. Instead, one of the 3 announced titles was already being shuttered. Breakaway, which I managed to also alpha test and never let people forget about it because it was their earliest failure, them being AGS, was being shut down before it even launched back in March of 2018. This apparently would now bring more focus to the other 2 titles, Crucible, and relevant for our story, New World. June 15th, 2018 is when I personally entered the story. While there's not always an inside scoop on the Death of the Game series, on special occasions like this, we get a view from the inside from your trusty local neighborhood detective. AGS would contact a few of us streamers or YouTubers, and mostly guys who played survival games and a couple MMO players, and have us fly out to their studios in Irvine, California. Not only would we become alpha testers, we were some of the earliest and highest profile testers stepping foot into the test studio that, by the way, used to be a breakaway esports for our 4-hour-long sessions that we took. That version of New World was far more raw than what people were probably used to or exposed to. You didn't have set cities, instead you had building, and you could build free-form-wise like a true survival game. There was next to no lore in the game, and there was barely any points of interest. On top of that, it utilized a criminal system where you could flag and then kill another player and take their dropped stuff. At this point, I already recognized that New World's team was utilizing an outdated criminal system. Because of this, the system would probably be easily exploited. I tried to show this to developers by running around and PKing the other content creators on repeat, and in my feedback I also made sure to mention that it was a problem. If you study other MMORPGs of the past, you should know that you can't trust players to make good decisions without building a system to facilitate such. If you have a criminal system with no nuance other than being flagged or not, inevitably people will abuse such a simple system. It's frustrating because people think it's indicative of a PvP-focused game just being destined for failure, but in my opinion it has more to do with the fact that the criminal system itself, like other systems presented in New sadly, by 2018, was already outdated by easily 15 years. Other things mentioned for feedback for New World by content creators were more lore and just reasons to care about the world in general. Sure, it was a sandbox, but there still needed to be more in that sandbox to make people care about building in said sandbox. We also echoed in unison that we enjoyed the Dark Souls combat approach that was more prevalent early on in the game, and felt like New World should lean more into that, as well as take inspiration in the dangerous world that we were discovering, at the moment pretty empty and lifeless, but could have a certain Dark Souls element to it that would be pretty enjoyable. It felt like all in all it was a really productive feedback session. How much they took in the end, of course, we don't really know, but we did sit in front of pretty much the major developers on the project and sat up individually and gave our peeps. Sometime near the end of 2019, New World would shift the game to a buy-to-play business model pre-launch from a free-to-play one. There's a bit of speculation as to why this is, such as lack of faith in the product, and I don't think that it's ever been properly addressed, but AGS would allow the early backers of the game at least to get it for free. Nearly 2 years after I reported the issue to New World devs when testing their game, they would finally respond to the criticism and rampant PK issues in their game, January 2020, by shifting the game completely away from PvP altogether by straight removing the criminal system. This was seen as a solution to some players, and while in some ways it was more of a band-aid fix. Instead of fleshing out the criminal system and attempting to add like karma to it and fix it, they just removed the whole thing. But it's not a real solution because New World was primarily built on conflict. They're creating bases in places you live and operate out of and then fighting over these. That was kind of the point of New World. It lacked any real storytelling and even basic questing.
Good job.
Like the AGS
Me, a brick.
with the PvP changes were just taking their ball and going home. This meant that AGS a year before launch was going to drastically switch the focus of New World in the way that we haven't really seen before. From PvP sandbox to PvE theme park. Something game director Scott Lane confirmed in one of the developer chats that were released. With Crucible shut down already, AGS was 2 for 3 on failed games with New World not even launched yet but already suffering from immense issues. A lot was riding on New World being a success, which was originally set to launch May 2020, but then delayed significantly following the PvP changes and the feedback received from testers all the way to spring 2021. AGS would express a desire to add more features and content, including more middle and in-game experiences, because there just weren't any. Sandbox games don't typically need them as much because the players can flesh that content out themselves. This would give New World roughly a year to shift their game to a more PvE-centric MMO, which arguably wouldn't be enough time. To elaborate, another large non-ignorable issue with switching to a PvE-centric typical MMO in-game content model design style, that's a mouthful, is that it's one that's not particularly long-lasting. Think of in-game raids and dungeons. After you've completed them a few times, you don't really have a reason to redo them. The shelf life on that sort of content is very short, and thus it's a bit of a perishable good. Think of the sandbox MMO as more of non-perishable goods, because the players can constantly create their own content, thus it's long-lasting. New World suddenly shifting from a sandbox-style game to a more theme park-style game wasn't exactly an easy switch. Theme park content is quite competitive, and extremely expensive, but my hypothesis on it is that it's not sustainable due to design. It's very hard to do sustainably, with the constant drive for more content and bigger and better content. In fact, the only developers who have done it realistically are pretty much the biggest developers in the space, because they can afford it. New World was going to struggle to just walk into an entirely new, different game direction and compete with the likes of Square Enix, ZeniMax Online, ArenaNet, and even Jagex. After taking a year off to refocus the game, the start of 2021 wasn't any kinder to Amazon Game Studios, as the company would be plagued with reports of severe dysfunction within the studio amidst the shift in design. Surely New World had immense pressure on it, with 2 of the 3 gaming efforts of AGS already being major failures, and outlets like Bloomberg questioning if they could even make a good game in the first place. While Amazon is pouring $500 million into
Want to buy red mana, discard outlet. I'm probably just cooked here. It's not great. Missioner land drops. We need to hit a third land drop. We need to hit a way to discard these Parhelions. Is there a way to do it all at once? I don't think so. So we're like 2 turns away from doing anything? We don't have any red mana. We can't draw. Salvaging. Maybe we mill a Parhelion? No? I think we're just cooked. It's a nice card. So we attack, we deadly dispute, we try to hit our land drop. Like maybe if we mill the Parhelion, we can go off next turn, or no. There's a way to discard. Okay, end of turn we can discard Sky Sovereign or Parhelion. Maybe Sky Sovereign's better. What's that other card they played? They played like Sharknado and then... The hell is that? So you're paying 4? Oh yeah, they play the Phoenix. Doi is it Phoenix. I don't think he has any yet. Oh, he has one. I don't know, I could Sky Sovereign possibly. I'll discard the Sky Sovereign, blow up his Phoenix and his Dragon Rage Channeler, or I just discard a Parhelion and make a couple 4/4s. The 4/4s are probably better. They just seem better, almost always. Nice, his Dragon Rage Channeler shrunk, so we can take 4 here. That's great. He's probably got enough cards in his hand to get the Arclight Phoenix back. I do, I think I just play the Parhelion. It's better almost all the time. I feel like the Sky Sovereign could probably not be in the deck. There's like such edge cases, it's good. Usually, you just don't even want to see it. I hope he doesn't have like he doesn't have anything. What could he have? 1 mana, counter a creature. And when he taps, he could have lots of things, but I think for 1 mana, he can't counter this Greasefang. He might have like a Fading Hope.
Back.
Welcome. Do I blow up his creatures? Is it? Or do I go just straight for... I think I go Parhelion. It's just better most of the time. Just smack him, whack him, leave a bunch of 4/4s behind that can block.
The death of a game. We were all waiting for it. We all knew it was just a matter of time.
Dude, I was looking for that video, yeah. I stopped even...
Smash Discord link to that one. Just watching the movie. He's like, hey dude, give it the time, man. There's a new death of a game. He's like, oh no, man. Me and my buddy used to really play that game. I have up 100 hours. I know a buddy that has 2,000 hours.
Dude, I got like 1,000 hours more. Yeah, dude. I wanted to like it, but they squandered that shit. They had everybody playing it for a while, and it just wasn't
Yeah, it
good.
could've been like the game.
They fucked it up.
This is come up on my feed. V-Rising, new game that has 500k players.
Don't hover my Okiba gang.
Racism in game.
Wanna play golf, Alex? Buy fucking golf, dude.
Dude. I didn't watch it yet, but it's like the official death of the game. This guy's notifications on, so I get like an immediate.
Dude, look at that. That guy had 3 removal spells that all did 4 damage. Whew, he's feeling good, but
You're still in Mythic? Or you're in Mythic?
he's about to get popped. Dude, he just got popped.
I don't even know what it does, but it just sounds
The Is It Phoenix deck is great. The deck is definitely really strong. I was trying to play it the other day. I was like 25%. I only played 4 games, but I thought that deck was going to be broken against like angels and shit, and I just wouldn't run into angels, and everybody else, they're just fucking me up. Draw land, make this easy for me. Should I play any deck? Why did you fucking time it? So it's convoluted. You go through, bronze, silver, gold. Once you get to gold, you go to platinum. And you make it through platinum division. You get to diamond. Make it to diamond. You get to mythic. But mythic, you get in like a percentage, like on the top 90% mythic, and you gotta push to the top 100%. Once you get to the top 100%, it starts giving you a number. Once you get to you get to the top 1%. I can almost get rid of both the deadly dispels. Good draw. If he doesn't hit a land, it's sweet. Exile a land. He didn't exile a land. He must have drawn a land. Got a match here. Hopefully he pays 3 to Faithless Looting. I think that's probably the best. We're taking 7. Fine, this is fine. He's tapped out. So fucked up. Top 200. forced into a number rank. I've been playing all day. Trying to invalidate it, but I played tons of Magic online, and now I play tons of Magic. Just to help out. And Bob. Bob. Man. Ooh, it's getting grindy. Don't draw anything nice. That's a good draw. It's a really good draw right there. Really good draw right there. Seems pretty good. I don't know what else we're gonna do. Lifelink is tricky. Okay, he's pumping. He's gaining. Use a land or a way to discard. That's too bad. Homie's gonna gain a bunch of life. Really hope homie draws a land. It's not a land. It's not horrible. I don't think he attacks here. I think we grinded him out with the Sky Sovereign. This thing, that was like the first game this thing actually did work. Got him.
between friends. If that bond is strong enough, its light will conquer sin. 1,000 years ago, I chose my husband Zale as my faith. Our bond was true. I obtained the final aeon. There is nothing to fear. You will soon be freed of worry and pain. For once you call forth the final aeon, your life will end. Death is the ultimate and final liberation. It really is hard to express how much this scene means to me, because after all this time, after thinking we will be able to summon the final aeon and defeat sin, we will learn that the truth is infinitely more twisted. Not only will Yuna die, but a guardian needs to be sacrificed as well. Jack said he would find a way to break the cycle 10 years ago.
My lord, there must be another way. This is the only way we got now. Fine. Make me the faith. We'll do some thinking. My brain is back in the others, Anakin. I wanted to make that runt into a star blitz player. Show him the view from the top, you know.
help us reach our triumph or break the cycle, because she is the very enabler of the cycle. We are now well beyond the pale. Not only have we broken the religion of Yevon, but we can life source of the itself. This is when Yunalesca shows what she really is. A demonic force whose powers come not from heaven, but from hell. A relatively inviting exterior paving the way for a more hellish fate. In her defeat, we hear yet another truth, a name we haven't heard before.
There is no other way. Even if there was, even if you did destroy sin, you would never be immortal. You would only create sin.
It is now up to us to defeat sin without the final Aeon in a new way. But before we leave, Oren has something he wants to tell us.
It's about you, right?
I also got myself. You're not surprised.
Got him.
Inject died defeating sin. I just couldn't accept it. I came back here, tried to avenge them. But she struck me down. Somehow I made my way, crawling down Mount Gagazet. But my strength left me, just outside Gavel. That's where Kamari found me. I told him about Yuna, just before I died. I've been wandering ever since, never going too far.
Turns out that Yunalesca was the one who killed Oren, even though he managed to make his way down the mountain just in time. That is where
Alright, just need homie to tap out next turn and he's dead. He's mostly dead. He leaves up blue mana, acts like he's holding a counter spell. Things get a little trickier. It's too much. Homie must have crashed? What's he thinking about? Don't portable hole me, bro. I think I just slam here. I got another one. If he doesn't got it, he's fucked. He doesn't got it. I got past the 100. I was like, yeah, 16 or yeah, 1600 or something. I had a number for a little bit. I think 1800 is the minimum. But yeah, I had a number there.
Jesus. That's fucking Respectable.
And I beat the number 99th player.
What?
I put it in the card game mains.
You just gotta grind it out and it'll be fun. Dude, like, I don't know when those tournaments are, but if you grind it, you'll be able to be eligible for that. You should go in with that deck and fucking slap kids.
I really do enjoy playing this deck. The reps are fast. The deck does like everything I want. It's just tons of fun. It's interactive. It's not like I'm completely just ignoring what my opponent's doing. I'm still like trying to play around the counter spells and removal and like, but at the same time the games aren't very long. Nothing against control matches. Like if you're trying to play some honest Magic, I like playing control. But this is pretty fun. Shit just pops off on people. Let me grab a list here.
It looks hard to play though. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You get it. But there's deeper lines. It doesn't look easy, which is nice. Let's see here a combo. This guy, Greasefang combo. What would you call this? Motor combo.
Greasefang. Huh, I think I just bone charged your fucking stupid Esper Sentinel.
You gotta beat it. I would bet 80 to 100K players on this game too. Probably more. This game's like one of the greatest card games.
It's definitely, yeah, they definitely got some people. You just portable hold into nothing? Dude, a Soul God Lantern? Exile my graveyard? No, what? Why are you doing that to me, bud? He can do it at instant speed too. I'm so fucking cooked. I don't know how I beat these guys that have fucking graveyard removal on turn 2. Makes it hard.
I got this, goddamn thing. And my push to talk button pops open this fucking thing for Windows 10.
Is it like the sticky keys?
No, it's that, like, if you press tab, like, I mean, it won't work if you're in game, but after that game, like, hold tab down, and it'll pop open anyone who's on Windows 10, like the weather, some crypto news, and it always does it.
Oh, you have to use like a, auto hotkey to like rebind. I don't know how you fix that easily.
I think I can just close it out. I mean, it's just one of the apps that comes in Windows 10. Alright, let's see how far off the spectrum I am from this. I have a decent chance. I would.
You don't need the mana either. Like you can just use what the mana you got. But discard a land. Do I want to discard anything here? I don't think so. Faithless looting maybe.
What are you doing, Alex? Are you in hell? Hellvale? Your house?
Dude, he's a player auctions fucking main now. Haven't you heard?
Bro, I heard he's fucking putting Ari through college for foreign, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna try and get my step grant for fucking playing Diablo with this one of these nights. He's like, dude, he's like an old Brit. He's like, yeah, he came down here the other week. He's like, yeah, I got my guys running at home and they're doing runs for me right now. I'm not even at the computer. They're farming. I was like, you're botting in Diablo too?
He's hovering my graveyard. I'm hovering his lantern every once in a while, trying to get him to pop it.
No, I think he plays the old school. Yeah, he does.
Yes! Dude, I got him to pop it early. He fucked up.
Maybe he plays this one. Can you run boss in this one?
Dude, I baited him into popping his fucking thing early. I kept hovering it. Oh, that was slick. Do I fucking thought seize him? I think I've got a thought seize him. Yeah. Yeah. What do you got in there, bud? He's got a land.
You can help my Jabazon through a couple of acts. It shouldn't be more than 15 minutes.
That's all I need. I'm just putting up a list of shit that I have.
Alright. Let's see, real quick. How many lightning helix? Oh my god, I have the sickest. I need to play this.
Oh, I have something that I can give you actually.
For a Jabazon? Playing some Bobby Smash, dude. This one of my buddies who was so good at finally being able to take games off. I had to work my ass off in Smash. Sucks that Grant doesn't play Smash anymore. He would get really good.
He's wish clawing. What's he looking for?
Searching.
He's got Wrath of God in that deck? Please don't. A portable hole? No, dude. That's not gonna do it. Bridge is back in the DeFi. It's like, I don't know, man. He's gonna report back when he loses all his money.